Hi everyone, this is Anil. Welcome to part two of telecommunications and media assurance workflows as part of Warren Unbox series. So in this we'll cover the plugin as SN underscore IND TSM SD-WAN. We'll explore objects and plugin. We are going to explore these two scripting tools, Trouble Ticket Processor OOB, this client scripts, roles, ACLs, system properties, messages, and scripted REST API. The remaining objects will be part of the next videos. So first we'll look at these two script includes. We'll start with out of the box one. So this is a script include which is Trouble Ticket Processor OOB, which basically has all the functions to uh, do the post request to case, map patch request to case, map post request to incident, patch request to incident, and then create post response, create get response, create patch response, and similarly create post response for incident, get response, and patch response. And then we also have methods to get journal records like the work notes, the comments, and then process journal comments and get related entity information, which includes your CA and asset. And then you have and then similarly for this again created created entity for incident, which basically uh, does the it retrieves the CMDB service for this incident, and then the CMDB CI information for this incident. And then similarly, you have the verification functions that you have verify post response, verify get response, all of that, verify post request, get request, that's request, and then transform case severity. So, which means transform the case transformation for case priorities using priority mapping, uh, and then severity mapping, all of that. Then you have transform case channel to transform the channel, and then case status using status mapping. Same applies to incident urgency, impact, and channel. And then the status for incident. So basically, this has all these methods to process trouble tickets. Now you can override all these methods using this trouble ticket processor function script include. So basically, here it extends this out of the box. So which means if you want to override any of this uh, out of the box functions, then you can do that here. So that is about these two script includes. Next, we have the client script, which is hide contact type. Basically, if the category is SD-WAN, then we are hiding this contact type called walk-in. And then we have roles. So there is a role called ticket integrator, which can access, create, and update uh, trouble tickets, which is case and incidents using this trouble ticket payload. And these are the two tables. And then there is this one more there is an ACL which is created. There's a role, there's an ACL which allows ticket integrator access to core underscore company table because they have to access the company information from incident. And then there is a ACL which allows access to the scripted REST API TMS 621 trouble ticket. So this also has a role mapped to this ticket integrator. Then we have a system property that controls what is the logging level for this trouble ticket API calls. And then there is a system message. So there are a lot of system messages which are created. So these are mainly used for description, for populating description during the post requests and patch requests. I mean, depending on what type of trouble ticket it is, there are various descriptions available through the system messages. And then we have the scripted REST API, which is trouble ticket open API. So as part of scripted REST API, there are three methods which are available, which is the post method, which allows you to create a trouble ticket like case or incident. And this is the resource information. So it is under API SN underscore IND TSM SD-WAN trouble ticket type. So here you will mention if it's incident or case. And this API has this script in it. This is a scripted API. So basically, if you see here, it makes a call to Open API response processor, and where it gets the status code error information. And then here we are passing the uh, so for first we look at this patch method, which is update. So here if you see, this is the endpoint information, and we are passing so as part of this patch request, you will send ticket type and ID, which is the ID of the record. And here you have these two variables defined to get, which is for SysID and then the ticket type. And then we are making a call to trouble ticket API utils, which we have seen in the previous videos. So, and then we are a simple switch case function, which basically decides if it's incident or case, and then it makes the corresponding function call. And then we have this response processor for status, message, and reason. And then we'll include that in the response object. And there's a try catch function to handle if there is any failure. So next we look at the post method, which basically has input as ticket type. And here we have two variables, one is ticket type, and then there is this, we're initiating the API util, and here we're passing either request or case, case or incident, depending on the ticket type. And request body data is what we're passing into this function. So basically whatever the payload which is sent by the requester is being passed here, and depending on the response, we'll process this API response and we'll populate status message and reason, and then we'll set that back to the response object. And if there is any error, then we'll process that as well, and then we'll write it to the stream. And then finally, we have an exception handling in place. So in case any of this fails, then we handle that here. So that is a post method, which basically allows you to create a trouble ticket. It can be case or incident. So next we have the get method. This is used to get the trouble ticket information. So we have ticket type and ID. ID is the sys of the trouble ticket. And you can see that we have this variables defined ID, ticket type, fields, and then we are in. So here the fields we are identifying like what field should be part of the API response. So these are part of your query parameter. And then you have this trouble ticket API util. We are initializing it, and then again depending on the type, case or incident, we will process the get request. Similar to other methods, we are setting the status, message, and reason, and then we are populating it in the response object. And then if there is any error status, then we will parse that also and then add it to the response object. And finally, we will there is an exception handling in case any of this fails. So that covers the scope of this video. So we'll do a quick recap. This is part 2 of our unboxing telecommunications and media assurance workflows. So this is the plugin name. We are exploring objects in the plugin, and in this video we have covered two script includes trouble ticket processor, OOB. So OOB has all the OOB functions, and if you want to override them, you will do that here. Override them, you'll do that in this script include. And then we have a client script which will hide the choices for SD-WAN, for contact type, and then we have role, which is ticket integrator, which allows you to access the trouble ticket API payload. And then we have to open up core company table so that this ticket integrator can access that. And then we have a scripted REST API which aligns to TMF 621 standards. And then we have system property for log level. Then we have a whole bunch of messages which are used to populate description for different types of tickets that come through. And then we have this scripted REST API for create, get, and patch, or post, get, and patch. So it will help you create trouble ticket, get information of trouble ticket, update trouble ticket. Thank you for watching. This is Anil.